What's going on, guys? It's your boy J Vibes, just coming in here for a quick little 20-minute video before we hop inside of some Apex. Bro, they actually did it. The fucking Denver Broncos take down the Bills in Buffalo in fashion, bro. Fucking 4 turnovers. Crazy highlights, bro. I've already seen them, but I want to watch them again just to show you guys my reaction to this shit. Because I am absolutely flabbergasted right now. Who would have thought that the Broncos being 1-5 would go on a 3-game winning streak, be 4-5, have the fucking Minnesota Vikings to take down next week, and if they beat the Minnesota Vikings, they're 5-5, bro. What? What? They still have their playoff hopes alive? Is that what I'm hearing right now? Because what?
Stop the car.
There is no fucking way, dude. No way. No way did this actually happen, bro. No way. I'm gonna watch this real quick though.
No, listen.
See what I did, Ojo?
Listen, the stand up,
what's the comedian?
the kind of
What's the
stand up, the kind of
what's the
stand up I
comedian?
would do, you are not ready for. I can feel a stadium. I can feel a
Ocho.
stadium. That's how funny I am. That's the difference.
Ocho. What does a comedian do? He take real life situations and make them funny.
Yeah,
That's your boy.
and that's me. What you saying?
Ocho, you can't be Ocho,
me.
you can't Ocho. Not when it comes to these jokes.
Difficult it is because you haven't done it. I've done it and understand the difficulty of having to do it and getting your jokes and your material off. It ain't easy like you think.
No. But we used to hey, look here. You know, I went to school with Red Grant.
That motherfucker funny, boy. I used to see Red at the I forgot the name of the comedy show is it off Sunset in LA? Red Grant, funny boy.
Yeah. He was a
Funny.
fullback on our team.
What?
Yeah. Red was a fullback.
He too little.
Red was a fullback.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Red funny, man.
We got 3,000 votes so far. They already know I blow the nose off you.
No, you didn't.
Michael
No, you
wants to know Messi or Ronaldo. You got to pick one.
Cristiano, they know that. Everybody
Stop
know,
it.
and he
Messi.
asked me that. And he
That
knows
Belo
that.
Ndua.
Listen,
How
I mean,
many? How many has he won the world chip? Who got the world chip?
listen. You can say what you
Who
want
got
to.
the world chip?
Can you? Who is this?
That's Messi when he was young.
Man, I've been going to watch Messi for the past I never missed the El Clasico for maybe 12 years. I love him. I love Messi to death. Messi is God given. God said, you know what? When you born, you're gonna be blessed. But I prefer Cristiano. I prefer Cristiano Ronaldo.
Lionel.
Yeah, and that's
I mean,
just
that what they said. That what they say over there. We call him Lionel.
how you
You
say.
know, you know good well. You go down south.
Yeah,
I had a homeboy.
yeah.
Now, his name was Peter. He go off and come back. He Pierre. Man, you know your name been Peter your whole life when we were growing up. Ain't
Yeah.
nobody about to call you Pierre.
Peter. Yeah.
Well, I don't
Wait,
know where you
who
get that
you,
from.
you know about soccer? Or you just
I just know those two big
Yeah.
guns. Yeah.
do no worse than
Hold
Ken
on.
Dorsey right now.
Hold on. You know what? I feel like, and I don't want to take away from this. I feel like we are heading in this direction when I think the eyes, rightfully so, should be on the coaching staff. I get it with the way we lost today, but the eyes, like, listen, we're not here if Josh Allen doesn't get his shit together. I'm sorry, man. I can't let it go.
I agree completely.
Well, I agree, but what are you gonna do? Are you gonna bench Josh?
It's not about benching Josh, man, but I can't let it go. Josh, you're about to get all these cats fired and unemployed because
Yes,
they
I
keep
get it.
babying your ass and they keep freaking letting you do what you want to do, and you're out here doing your business. I get it. That's fine. You're grown ass. But when it comes time to freaking being accountable for your squad, you're not doing it. And now you're about to get your OC fired. You probably get your head coach fired right now. You're about to turn the whole locker room is turned upside down right now.
I
Ain't
get
nobody
that.
gonna talk about it, but the locker room is pissed right now. As a defender,
Heated, man. Heated.
player. I'm a defensive player. You mean to tell me I'm happy?
I'm
I'm
fired
Russell
up.
Douglas. I was content on a 2-5 Packers team. What did y'all bring me to? What did you guys bring me to lose the playoffs over here too? Fam, I'd be pissed.
I get it. I get it, bro.
Pissed if I'm Rasul Douglas. I'd be pissed if I'm Jordan Poyer. I'd be pissed if I'm the defensive front. Yo, we played our asses off today just for us to freaking fall into this dumb mess of flipping around and doing some bullshit and losing on 12 men. If y'all just did your damn job after we gave you the football back, making Cortland's son fumble, giving you the football back, fam, I'm pissed. I'm pissed. So no, I don't want no damn camera in my face. As an offensive player, Gabe Davis went 0 receptions last week. Don't forget, I understand him. I went for 0 receptions last week. And now we lose this game. I drop a football that ends up in an interception. If we score on that drive, maybe this whole thing changes. But I cannot get off Josh Allen because now you've got a whole lot of guys pissed off right now because of your poor play and your decision making.
And that's why I wonder what happens if you make a firing and if the exact same thing happens. Then the buck just gets passed to the next guy, I feel like, in my opinion. When are we going to step back? And here's why I sit. Enrico, I know you're the same way as me. You and I just have a tough time going on here and really saying it like it is because we know that that's just not the – it's just – it is so hard to say it.
There's layers.
There's layers to it. There's layers to it. I just want to know if the same thing happens under a completely new setup or whatever, then when do you like if you're I guess the best way to put it is if after tonight you can't look at Allen being, in my opinion, the majority of the problem offensively tonight in comparison to what I thought Ken Dorsey's blame had to do with the loss tonight, then I don't think you ever will. You'll never come close to it. I think tonight was a perfect example of a game where if Allen just plays a slightly above average game and not turn the ball over, we're talking about 6 consecutive games here with a turnover, 2 tonight. And everybody wants to say it's off Gabe Davis's hands. I get it. I understand it. What about all the other ones? What about the 10 other ones on the season and the 70 plus other ones throughout his career here that leads the league as it stands currently? All of that does not indicate that he's a bad quarterback at all. But after tonight, I just think tonight of all nights, if you can't take a step back and understand that having 8 points going into halftime, 4 collective turnovers on this offense, multiple drop balls, and it's not just Allen, by the way, of course not. I mean, Diggs was a no-show tonight. Davis, once again, what do you have, 2 catches? And I understand one of them was one for a major chunk game. Consistency from him at all. Yeah, so when you look at it, I don't quite understand how nobody else seems to get any fraction of the blame and they think it's just going to be solved with a firing. That's why I've been so hesitant to just call for one of these guys' heads, because I don't know if there's something that happens on the sidelines that drastically changes the ability to not turn the ball over, to drop the ball, et cetera, et cetera. So, and then, the big question posed is, okay, well, then what is the answer? And it's, to me, it's probably simpler than we're making it out to be. And it's, you just got to play better football.
I'm gonna pause this real quick. And here I am saying this fucking nine weeks into the season after I watched the Broncos go 1-5. Wouldn't even watch them no more. I wouldn't even. I literally turned off all notifications of the Broncos, everything, bro. I didn't want to hear any of it. And now, look at me shooting myself in the face saying, damn, they're actually fucking doing it. They're actually 4-5 now. 1 game away from 500, bro. If they win that game against the Vikings, that momentum of winning 4 games in a row, bro, they might just win all the games the rest of the season. This team is for real, bro. This team is the real deal. And these motherfuckers right here are so mad right now, bro. So mad because they know it. So mad because they know it. Look at their team falling apart. Look at the Broncos coming in clutch in the clutch time, bro. Look at that shit, bro. Minute and 55 is all the time they had. Russell Wilson took him down the field. He fucking missed that first kick, but guess what? Bills defense had 12 people on the field for that last play. So guess who wins? Broncos win, bro. Broncos win. It's all about time management.
4 turnovers, 8 points at half.
Fucking stupid, bro.
It's just bad football.
Bad coaching,
and that can be
bro.
said for the vast majority of the games this season.
They're right.
And when you got people telling you that the interceptions are on the back of Ken Dorsey, I just don't even know how you could possibly even make that argument.
It's because they don't want to blame the golden child. They don't want to blame.
Not for this game. Like now, if we're talking about this game alone, this game was on Josh.
Yeah,
Josh played horribly. But you have to look at it in totality. if we were
Man, this is great,
100%
man. This is
honest,
great.
okay,
I'm just
and we
gonna
didn't have
watch
to worry
this
about
for a little
optics
bit,
and,
'cause this
money
is
and all that kind of
great,
stuff,
bro.
then I think we could agree. Like Josh, bro, like I mean, we want to talk about accountability. You have to hold him accountable, right? But here's the problem: who's gonna do that? Is I mean, and what does that? What does holding Josh accountable look like? Does it look like a benching? Okay,
What?
it may look like it, but who's gonna do that?
Okay, hold on. And I love that you said that. Sometimes, you know me, I'm an analogy guy, right? Sometimes you just need to make things make sense. And sometimes you have to time out. You know, there's timeouts where your kid is just fucking up and just doing some dumb shit and they don't act like they got some sense. You know what? Go, you're grounded for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk to some folks that have some parents that ground them. I didn't deal with grounding. You got your ass whooped and sit your ass down for a quick second, right?
Yeah.
Josh hasn't been grounded. Josh hasn't been sent to his room.
Right.
He hasn't been put on timeout, right? He's got a stern talking to, but he hasn't been really put on display. Because when you're grounded, people know you're grounded. Why? Because, hey, can Jimmy come out and play today? No, he's grounded. What do you do? Don't worry about it. He'll tell you tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Let this dude just turn the ball over constantly. Look at James Cook today. James Cook fumbles on the first run. Sit your ass down. You're not supposed to put the ball on the turf. And Grant, rightfully so, that's true. But when you keep turning the ball over and it becomes a norm that you keep giving the ball away to the deep, it comes a time where you're like, fam,
you have to
knock it off. But ain't nobody ready to have that conversation with him. Not once to get out today. Not once.
What has to happen? Like the benching won't happen. It just no way in hell. And
why can't it? Why can't it happen for a series?
Because if you think that the entirety of this fan base is lit on fire right now, if that I can't even I just know the optics of it. Like, you know, this league, it's not. I mean, I guess there's a chance it would be the most stunning thing we've ever seen. But I want to know. I just want to know what has to happen. Like, what would genuinely have to happen for everybody to take a step back and collectively understand that there needs to be some sort of reworking within his style of play in order to be able to be as successful as this team can be? Because I'm watching, like, even tonight, you know, Russell Wilson didn't turn the ball over. Russell Wilson took the short, intermediate throws that were there. I mean, I got to tell you, Russell Wilson, under the pressure he was on tonight, slippery as hell, ran the ball extremely well, got rid of the ball. I mean, it was not a good offensive performance at all. But when you're looking at the other side of it, it looks like it's not like Josh Allen's leaps and bounds better than that. And this season, right? Allen wasn't leaps and bounds better than that tonight. He wasn't leaps and bounds better than a variety of games this season. And unfortunately, we've gotten so accustomed to Allen having to be leaps and bounds better. And that comes down to the fact that this team does not have really an ability to win games outside of him just being lights out on fire. But frankly, as of late, we've just needed Allen to play pretty much average football. And there have been times where he is playing below average on certain series that have just hindered the team back to the point where they can't get over it at the end of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I wonder what it has to take. And frankly, I'd be happy with if we take the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. I think if we were able to just somehow find an intermediate with Allen, I think we'd have at least 2 more wins on this season. I think the Jets would have been a win, and I think probably tonight would have been a win as well.
You know what?
But here's my problem though, because if we're talking about it, we know, and you said optics, but forget the optics. I mean, if your quarterback is the one who's supposed to be the leader, and he's the one who's supposed to be leading the franchise, and he's the one screwing up, you have to be able to sit him down. You have to be able to do it. Forget the optics and forget what the fans are going to say. You have to be willing to do that if that's what it takes. But I think that I think what will ultimately, maybe I'll say ultimately, what might change the whole situation is if they sit their behinds down in January, find themselves watching everybody else in the postseason when they were expected to be this team, expected to be that, and they're sitting at home because Josh Allen screwed up. The offense couldn't get their heads out of their behind, and the defense, as decimated as it were, carried this team. And now we're sitting here at home looking at you. That might be the thing that starts the conversation.
Philly, this is big to me. I see this and I'm like, it kind of like more holds me a little bit tighter to this whole McDermott situation. Philly fired Peterson 2 years after winning a freaking Super Bowl, but we can't fire McDermott.
And you know what's
man.
even more terrifying than that? You know what's even more terrifying than that? They cut Carson Wentz 2 years after a MVP. He would have won the MVP if he didn't get hurt.
Listen,
That is just sickening. I didn't even think about that.
and I didn't
And look
either.
where that franchise is right now.
Listen, sometimes
Tell
tough
you, man.
decisions have to be made. And right now, McDermott is sitting there. They're asking McDermott about what changes are you going to make. Brother, you better hold on just a quick second before Bean has to put, drop his nuts a little bit and have to make a damn tough decision. Now, what do you do? Because you can't panic either, right? And right now, you're in panic mode. This is panic mode. I know that Von Miller was like, yo, we ain't ready to sound the alarm, man. Sound that bitch up and crank that thing. Sound the alarm right now. You feel me? It's time. So this one right now, this right now is gut check time. Decisions got to be made. It's plain and simple. Question is, when are they going to be made? Tomorrow? Black Monday? Actually, today is Black Monday. You know what I'm saying? So is it this morning, Tuesday, afternoon? Something's got to give. Something's got to go.
And if it's not tomorrow, what happens that week from today if they lose to the Jets?
Then
you have to get them.
How do you not do something? How do you not?
This is what Zeba's saying. Zeba's saying do it now. What difference is it going to make later? Now
do it now.
I don't even know what I'm saying. All I know is I'm just trying to think of these hypotheticals anymore. I don't know what the fuck's going to happen other than just complete heartbreak. And I'm wondering, a week from today, if the Bills slip underneath 500 going into December with that gauntlet left, I don't understand how you can't do anything. Truly, then it gets to the point where I think you have to.
I had optimism thinking that, you know what, it always talks about, the Bills play down to their terrible, terrible opponents like today. They play down and that's what they do. Well, time to play up. And that was what I was hanging on. They're going to play the Jets. They're going to play the Eagles. They're going to play all these good teams going forward. And the Jets, I say that because they play as tough. But like, if we can't even take care of these guys, what makes you think that you can sit and go head to head, toe to toe with Devontae Smith, Jalen Hurts, DeAndre Swift, that Jalen Carter? Fam, you're not good enough to do all that stuff. We are, like you said, we use the flex seal. We got flex seal all over these damn Bills. Offense, defense, coaching, special teams, you name it. I mean, we got flex seal over this damn whole stadium because we're building another one. And Lord knows we can't even build a right one because we look at the Germany stadium that's got the retracted roof that comes in and comes out and all that good stuff. We sit here now, we're gonna let you hit with the elements. Fair.
We're gonna learn a lot about this team over the next couple of months, and I'm not talking about their ability to get to the playoffs or not. I'm talking about their ability. You watch. If this continues to happen, the unraveling could be all time. We're already watching, and we're already watching just an implosion right now amongst the fan base, the coaching staff. It seems where they just seem defeated. Allen seems defeated. The team is denying interviews in the locker room, right? And that's right now at 500. We're going to learn a lot about this team and the direction that we can think that they can go in. And I'm not talking about making the playoffs.
Yep.
I'm talking about moving forward organizationally. What is this team going to be representative? Or what are they going to represent as themselves moving forward? We're going to learn a lot about these guys over the next couple of months. And I don't even know which way I think it goes.
This is
but
pathetic.
we haven't experienced this. None of these guys really have experienced this. And frankly, it's terrifying to think about.
They haven't. Namdi, my man Namdi, what's up? Namdi comes in. I gotta start reading these super chats, man, because we got a lot of them coming through. So we need a patent for inventing a new way to lose. Boy, you ain't lying. Because right now, we went last 30 seconds. Now we got 12 men. It's getting bad. Darren Martin says, "I'm happy for tomorrow. Who they cook Josh Allen like they rightfully should. I love this team, but yeah, not that fool needs to be cooked. He needs to be cooked. So Allen's going to get his share of scrutiny all over.
He's going to get destroyed because people who have no lineage to the Bills have no problem saying it.
Absolutely. They're going to eat him up. They're going to eat up the coaching staff. They're going to eat up everybody. The Bills deserve to be raked through the coals. And
you want to know what, guys? We haven't even thought about this, but I want you to pose this question. If Mahomes had the exact same type of string of games here, because frankly, he hasn't been playing well at all, and it's been noticeable. The only reason that hasn't been talked about much is because they've been winning games, so it doesn't really matter. But I just wonder if us as a Bills fan base saw Mahomes have a game like he did tonight, because he did the same. He had a very similar game against the Broncos, and I saw him getting destroyed. So you have to look at it if it wasn't your team. And if you saw Mahomes have that type of game, or you had Burrow who had 2 fourth-quarter interceptions yesterday, what would you be saying about it? Would you be sticking up for it to the nth degree? And I don't think anybody really would. And I think we can all agree that there's been far more of those type of games from Allen this year than the other two. And that's the way you got to look at it. You kind of got to put the blinders aside and, go to the playoffs or not. All I want to see coming forward at this point now is just Allen trying to find a way to make a semblance of the rest of the season here and put together a good outing.
And I was thinking of this earlier, Z-Bot. Sometimes, like, I swear, you say some shit that I said, like, beforehand, but you bring it back and make me remember that. That's only going to piss us off even more, is it not? We're going to be sitting here saying,
oh, yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. Where has it been? Where's this been?
Who is that guy? Now that there's no pressure on you, this is when you want to come out and play? Now you want to light up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I could totally see that. All of a sudden, he's doing it while we're mathematically eliminated. Oh my God! In the playoff, now we're depending on other teams to lose, win, and do all this other stuff. And now he wants to come out and play because he's got less pressure on him. No, fuck you and all that.
I would be so pissed.
I'm out of here. Oh yeah, we're gonna watch this one. Yeah, we're gonna watch this. Come on, Perna.
Lately, one way I've been able to help keep my mental health a priority has been through therapy using BetterHelp. After graduating college,
2021, the first 3 games of the season.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
With Fangio?
Fangio. That really easy opening to the schedule. I think they beat the Giants, the Jags, the Urban Meyer Jags, and then the Jets.
Yeah, the Giants, because I watched that game with Adam.
Right.
Yeah, and the Jags looked horrible that game, or Trevor Lawrence did with Urban Meyer. So 3 in a row. Sorry, I'm a little chilly down here. The Broncos, they won. This game was stupid. It was so stupid. It was awesome the way it ended. It is no different than all of the horrible ways the Broncos have lost the last 2 seasons, except for the fact that they won. Except for the fact that the Bills had 12 men on the field and we got to kick another shot there, and we did it. We freaking did it. And I say we, and I mean you did it, I did it, everybody here did it. We were all involved in this victory. Don't let anybody see any different.
I think we're at least 50% responsible. We were bold enough to predict victory last night.
Yeah, our podcast last night, I guaranteed a victory. So
you guaranteed it. I think you must have done that on GPS too.
I doubled down.
So I salute you for that. It really didn't look good after the first missed extra point, the doink. And then when Riley Dixon dropped that hold to make it a 6-point game, you're like, okay, well, Buffalo is this is a fact. Buffalo is scoring a touchdown on the next possession. It's just a matter of whether we can come back and answer. And sure enough, they do. And one thing I did want to point out, because we were talking about it last night, actually, we were talking about the last time we won a game in Buffalo.
Yeah, you brought that up.
Yeah. Was on a fire drill field goal.
Yeah.
And they hit a fire drill field goal at the end of the first half. And then they do it again at the end of the game. They miss it. I'm going to let Will Lutz off the hook there because everybody knows it's harder to kick against 12 guys than it is 11.
Like the advantage the defense has on with 12 men there. Impossible to actually make that kick. So
yeah.
Glad the refs got it right.
really
glad
impressive.
the refs called pass interference on the Bills to set the Broncos up for that field goal.
Do you want to plug something?
Not really.
I don't think so either. I don't think it's an appropriate time to do that. We feel good about the refs.
You mean fuck the refs? My
Yeah.
coffee?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Tonight, I say thank you, refs.
Thank you, refs. Benchwarmer brew.
I would
get a little
never
sticky
say
note.
fuck. I
Thank
would
you.
never say fuck the refs after they just gifted my team a win. How dare I? At benchwarmerbrew.com for just $18.99 a bag, would I suggest you should buy a fuck the refs blend of coffee, unless you just want a really, really great bag of coffee.
You know, you might
Tonight?
enjoy that as Bills fans.
Oh man, this is
Yeah,
great.
Bills fans, this is
is
for you.
Fantastic.
Yep.
dude.
Okay. I
I'm
politely
gonna
turn it
relish
away
this
so you
for as
can't
long
even
as I
see it.
can.
There you go.
I'm gonna vibe and just
Out of
hang
respect
probably
for the
till,
refs.
like 10:30, and then we're gonna play some Apex.
Yeah, so
yeah, dude.
all right, where should we
The
start
Broncos
here?
did it tonight.
It was a
This shit
wild
was
game.
Crazy,
The
bro.
Broncos win
Surely.
the turnover battle, right? 4-1. Bills turn it over 4 times. That's the real reason the Buffalo Bills lost this football game, are their 4 turnovers.
Yep.
What I don't like about those turnovers is the Broncos really struggled to do anything with them.
Yeah, 6 points.
6 points off 4 turnovers. Buffalo scores with just under 2 minutes left in the game to take a 22-21 lead. The reason they have the lead there is the Broncos miss 2 PATs, and then also the Broncos get penalized on a Buffalo Bills PAT,
That's right.
and the Bills decide, oh, fuck it, we're going to go for 2, and they convert. So that's 3 special teams mistakes. And the one thing we talked about also is how good the special teams have been heading into this game. There were mistakes there. So all of that happened, and the Bills had a 1-point lead.
Yep.
And then my take is we need to get Samaje Perine more touches, because and maybe Wilson should just start doing like 3 to 8 little shovel flick passes.
Yeah,
because-
they're kind of like cornhole throws.
Yeah, both times he scrambled, he just flicks it out to Perine, and it turns into a first down. I think that needs to be a staple of their diet, because Perine made a couple nice plays in those situations, and it felt like, and that helped get the Broncos, their first down, and then the penalty, the pass interference is the one I hate. That penalty, I hate it so much. The underthrown ball that is defensive pass interference. And in this situation, like he's stopping to run, and the defender runs into him. So I get why that is pass interference, but it's such a shitty spot to be in for the defense. So if it were flip flopped, I'd be losing my shit. But they're gonna call it 95% of the time.
Well,
I'd say 100, but
I should point out that at the end of the Giants-Bills game, Giants fans were upset that they didn't call PI in the end zone on Teron Johnson. A few weeks later,
that's right.
Russell puts one in the air. It's a little
There you go.
underthrown. Teron Johnson gets called for PI.
Yeah. So that happens. It sets up the field goal. And then the Broncos play that whole scenario interesting.
Yeah.
They kept kneeling the ball there because the Bills had 1 or 2 timeouts. I get doing it the first time because Wilson's setting up where they're going to kick from. And then they did it again. So they wanted to make sure the Bills didn't have any time left on the clock.
Mhm.
And then the Broncos didn't have an extra timeout, so they have to do their second fire drill, right? They run a play, then they got to get the kicking team out there. And ultimately, if the Bills don't have 12 men on the field, that's arguably a mistake we're talking about, right? We're like,
right,
you rush
right.
him out there. We understand you don't want to give Josh Allen any time, especially when you're only up by 2. But it worked out. They got the win. It was just a bizarre finish. Once the Bills scored, I felt like the Broncos were going to miss the field goal to lose the game, and then it happened. And there was a brief 2 seconds there where I was just gutted. And then I saw the flag, and I had hope again. And we got the freaking win.
See, I thought what they were going to do, instead of take a knee and rush the field goal unit out there, was I thought they were going to roll Wilson out to the right.
You piece of shit.
He throws a ball, 3 miles into the sky, and they burn like 7 seconds off the clock, and they kick
Like
a
they
field
did
goal.
against the Packers.
Yeah. I thought that was going to happen. Ultimately, it worked out. So, you can't really complain about the decision making there, even if it's a little dubious. I thought on that last drive, when I saw DeMar Hamlin come in, immediately my thought was DeMar Hamlin's going to get an interception and win this game.
Oh, my first thought was he's gonna give up the big play and they're gonna have a hard time like trying to turn this into a positive story for DeMar. That was literally my first thought. I was like, oh no, I hope something bad. I hope he doesn't blow a coverage because it's gonna be not good.
Right. I feel like if he had just blown it, like you can't even show the replay. Like,
Yeah,
ESPN would just wipe that play off the internet. But if he picks off a ball and wins the game for the Bills, that's God's plan ultimately.
yeah.
And you have to accept that. You can't even be heartbroken at that point. But neither of those things happened.
Yeah, I tested God in this game.
Yeah.
Because I'll say the best play of the game, and possibly I said this might be Cortland Sutton's best play of his career when it's all said and done, was his end zone catch. Russ rolls, throws to the left side of the end zone. Cortland Sutton drags his foot. He's dragging his foot before the ball even gets there. So it's like just insane. It's as far as you can go to the line without being over. Makes just a incredible catch.
He was so like diagonal catching the ball that the first thing that touched the white were his shoelaces.
Yeah.
I've never they showed that replay a handful of times after that, and every time I was like, that doesn't make sense. Like he didn't really catch that. And then you just look at the feet, and it's like he's one of the best red zone receivers in the NFL. I mean, that's he just set a single season career high for touchdowns with 7 through the first
I just
9.
want to show you guys what happened in this game, and then
At FanDuel, we know how great it is to celebrate a win. That's why we're giving away over $1 million in prizes with FanDuel free-to-play games. Make every moment more with FanDuel, official partner of the NFL.
Yes, Scott, well, this drive has featured 5 straight James Cook runs, a guy who was benched for 16 plays.
no, we want to watch this one right here.
Students of any age, from anywhere. Students in a new kind of classroom. Using our technology to power different.
They put Cook in the slot and throw it to him. Decent gain on first down. The ball gets ripped out, and it is an early takeaway by the Denver Broncos. Jaquan McMillian just ripped it out of the arms. 3rd down and 12, and a handoff to P. Ryan. Samaje P. Ryan is short of first down yardage. And Lutz got it.
On that last play to make the tackle, he took over week 4 after that blowout against Miami, and he's been outstanding.
Playing the slot. Here is Davis for a first down. And there is the brilliance on a fastball from Josh Allen on a rope. And carries again. Tries a cutback. Nice move. Murray changes arms with the football.
The quarterback and 3 wide receivers and spreading people out and letting them rip.
Allen fastball picked off out of the hands of Gabe Davis and into the arms of Justin Simmons. Had no catches in the loss at Cincinnati. 9 catches the week before. Couldn't handle that throw from Josh Allen. Here's one floated and a nice spinning catch by Lil Jordan Humphrey.
They brought in Linval Joseph to kind of shore things up, and as you said, contributed a lot last week.
Wilson floats it for Williams. The catch, the run, and a first down near midfield. Empower and connect with our nation's service members, veterans, and their families. As Diggs gets involved and now goes forward out of bounds with a near 10-yard gain. So on 3rd down and 9, Allen is incomplete for Diggs, and Allen was lucky to get rid of that.
How are they going to weather that? Tough road game for them at Kansas City.
Here's Williams. He's able to stretch out and pick up the first down for the Denver Broncos. Russell escapes, and right up the gut, he's got a first down. As he slides near the 48, picked up 9. Wilson avoids the sack, finds Troutman. Broke 1 tackle, can't break the tackle of Poyer. And it's 4th down. This is off the hands of Kincaid and incomplete.
It's just been out of sorts through this entire first half.
That's already 3 drops by the Bills on offense. Line drive punt. Mims has a chance. He's been good. The rookie is out of bounds just shy of the 50.
Well, they released a few guys. They benched a few.
Sutton gets drilled, and a flag is going to fly for that hit up high. Yards of field position picked up on that play. Wilson, Judy, and Jerry Judy with another first down to the 15. Wilson looking for somewhere to go, chased by Floyd. Pass is caught by Sutton, but short of first down yardage. Wilson sets up and spinning around to the back of the end zone. Sutton. And Cortland Sutton did not, they say, get both feet down.
I don't know.
The future is threatened by enemies often unseen. When there are battles to win for America's future, there is one constant: Marines.
Here's the call.
After reviewing the play, the runner completed the pass, touchdown.
And we'll see what Ken Dorsey does to try to get this offense back into a rhythm. They go up tempo, what it is, but something's got to change. Here's Cook. Bouncing off tacklers and glad to be back in action, got 8. And gave him a handshake, and now here he is with 2 plays to start this possession as the Bills do.
So they get tested a little bit right here.
There's Diggs, breaks the tackle, and Stephon Diggs has got a first down just outside the 35.
Good matchup when he's been up with Patrick Surtain, but breaks the tackle and picks up a nice gain.
Here's a handoff to Murray, and the ground game is churning out yards for Buffalo. First down to the Denver 21, a carry of 14. Little shoulder fake, wide open, touchdown, Kincaid. What an answer by Buffalo. Davis in motion. End zone, that's Davis for 2. 9-8. Blitz coming from Bernard. Broncos pick it up. Sutton's got the big play. And out of bounds inside Buffalo territory. Third down, less than one, and Russell Wilson is now 8 for 8.
And there went a helmet flying.
They put 2 seconds back on the clock. 3rd and 16. Wilson forced out again. He is able to break one tackle, and that's it. Stopped. This is a 49-yard try into a swirling wind. Lutz got it. Working with the wind. This one is picked. Another takeaway intercepted by Moreau. And the turnovers will kill this Buffalo Bills team. 3 points off the first 2 takeaways total. So credit the Bills defense with stepping up. Third down. Pass is caught.
Well, they're short, Joe, so now they've got to run the field goal team on in a hurry. This is going to be tough.
They got to get it lined up. No timeouts. They do so well. Good snap, good hold, good kick. And I'm sure a smile on the face of Ben Kodwika and Mike Westhoff. Third down, pass to Kincaid, got to break a tackle, and Surtain good enough to bring Kincaid down short of the first down yardage.
Everybody wanna go talk it. At the same time, gotta walk it.
Alright guys, this entire season boils down to one word.
Bundle home and auto.
But that's 4 words.
Not if you bundle them.
Bundle and save with the personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Allen gets loose and throws way too high for Shakir. Third down and 6. Bills back out of there defensively. This pass is caught. Sutton balls out, stays in bounds. And the Bills have it.
Where they were when they went for it on 4th down, and Buffalo Bills defense again does their job.
They may want to ride number 4 for a while. That was their key to success in the first half, and he gets 11 here. Here's one for Shakir. And Shakir with a grab at the 16. Murray in the backfield. He's got it. 1st and goal.
It's a great job by him.
Here he is again. Touchdown, Buffalo Murray. A new stadium being constructed just across the way to be opened in 2026. Here's Mims on the return. Broke a couple of tackles. Still going. The rookie so impressive in the return game. Bills have made 4 straight 3rd down stops. Wilson keeps, gets to the edge and picks it up. A long of 9. 2nd down and 6. Wilson out to his right. Dancing around and brought down back near midfield by Rousseau.
And he had a better chance of staying play side and scrambling that way.
3rd down and 12. Off he goes again and wrapped up. Play made by TJ Epinesa. Lisa, thanks. While they've lost Locke, the Bills have lost Trent Sherfield. Here is a pass caught by Gabe Davis. And Davis is wrestled down inside Denver territory. He knows he's a gunslinger. Here's a ball on the ground, trying to get it to Cook. Broncos say they have it, and they do. Wilson, Sutton, short, brought down by Taron Johnson.
and this to be a tie ball game is pretty amazing.
Here's Diggs, first down.
You can't just point to the negatives because he makes so many big plays, of course.
3rd down and 8. Backpedaling, sideline shot incomplete. Fabian Moreau knocked it away, and so a 3 and out for the Bills. Here's Mims. So dangerous, and he's got the sideline looking for a block and then gets popped. Extra men on the rush. Wilson lets it go, and Judy's got it. Jerry Jeudy to the 35, and a completion on 3rd and long of 19 yards. Wilson flips it, pass is caught, first down. Picked up by Pirine. And this ball pops out. Sutton made the catch. And they're going to rule that he was down.
Give up? Throw in the towel? Never. Stay humble and keep working hard. That's my formula for success. Dr. Teal's helps ease my aches and speeds up recovery time, which means I can work even harder tomorrow. Dr. Teal's, soak it in.
It's the 5th false start call against the Broncos. Williams takes it down inside the 10. 12th play of the drive. Wilson gets rid of it for the touchdown to Javonte Williams. What a job by Russell Wilson under heavy pressure.
And that's why he was as open as he was in the flat.
Here's a bobbled snap. And Dixon's in trouble. And just covers up.
A lot of big plays that Russell's made tonight that has looked like the old Russell Wilson.
See if the Bills can answer as Cook has it bounce back into his arms. They're going to mark him at the 26.
He's giving it to Cook.
Which they do. Gets the edge. First down plus. It's 1st and goal. And they have a 2nd and goal as Latavius Murray is in the backfield next to Allen. They fake it to him. Looking for Kincaid. Allen's going to take it. Touchdown, Buffalo.
And you're down 1 with a chance to win at Buffalo. I think they would have taken that.
Wilson flips. Pirine on the reception. Breaks the tackle.
And we've seen Russell then trying to just move up in the pocket and get what he can.
3rd down and 5. Wilson flips. Pirine with a first down.
They look like they're coming, the Bills. You just can't afford to take a sack.
And that's exactly what happens. The sack by the Bills defense. This one up for Jeudy. There is contact and a flag by Taron Johnson. It's a call against Taron Johnson.
Well, Jeudy has him by about 3 feet.
7. Front foul.
41-yard try for the win. Lutz. He missed it. But a flag is down.
12 men on defense. 5-yard penalty.
Wow.
Still 4th down.
There's nothing guaranteed.
Good snap, good hold. Kick, perfect. And the Broncos have come to Buffalo. And they're going to leave with a win. 24-22 to get to 4-5.
Took him down, bro. Took him down. Anyways, guys, if you guys want to jump inside the Apex stream, got my TV on right here behind me. We're going to start playing some Apex now, so thank you for joining, guys. Crazy game tonight. Fucking crazy game tonight. I thought they'd lose that game, but they won it. They beat the odds. They won that shit, so come jump in the